Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on a JC Wings Oman Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from jetcollectors.com and their website address is www.jetcollectors.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, allow me to share some information about the history of Oman Air and how they came about, if you would please. Oman Air is an Omani-based airline whose actual history beginnings can actually be traced back to 1970 when Oman International Services, OIS, was established as the company became a civil aircraft ground handling provider at Bay Al-Falij Airport. Then fast forward to 1977, that's when Oman International Services took over the light aircraft division of Gulf Air and established its own aircraft engineering division, and the name was changed from Oman International Services to Oman Aviation Services in 1981 and operated under that airline's name until June 4, 1993, when this airline was officially established to become the airline which is known to the world today as Oman Air, as the airline's first inaugural international flight was from Muscat, Oman to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, using a second-hand used Boeing 737-300 jetliner aircraft. Oman Air is the national flag carrier airline of the Sultanate of Oman, whereas the headquarters of Oman Air is located along with the carrier's main hub and base of operations on the grounds of Muscat International Airport, which is located approximately 20 miles northwest of the Omani Sultanate capital in Muscat, which is located in the coastal fishing city of Al-Haremi, Oman. As of December 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, Oman Air currently flies to 50 destinations in 27 countries across Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Middle East from its primary hub at Muscat International Airport in Muscat, Oman, with an operating fleet of 47 aircraft, which includes 9 Boeing 787s, in which 2 of those are the Boeing 787-8s, and the remaining 7 are the Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, including this one you're looking at here. And in addition to the 47 aircraft that currently operates in the Oman Air's fleet, the Gulf carrier also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 18 more aircraft that includes 6 more Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliners, and those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. Also, as of December 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, Oman Air is one of 59 airlines in the world of aviation that currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box. We're going to start at the top where you see the aircraft type, Boeing 787-9. You see the various colors of blue, silver, and gold. You see the Arabic inscripted writing right there, the airline's logo, the Oman Air title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the Boeing official license product decal, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the front of the box. Now you're looking at the back of the box, and what you see there is the Oman Air title, the airline's logo, the Arabic inscripted writing, the aircraft type, the specification concerning this aircraft, the warning information, as well as the length and the width of the aircraft, and the JC Wings logo. You can read this important, informative information if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, alright? Alright, now you're looking at the top of the box, and what you see is the aircraft type, the Arabic inscripted writing, the Oman Air title, the airline's logo, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the top of the box. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the same information at the top of the box I showed you earlier on, and then you see the item number information over there on the top part of the bottom part of the box you see there. Now you're looking at the metal model stand that actually came with the model, and at the bottom of the model stand you see the Oman Air title, the Arabic inscripted writing, the airline's logo, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information. And then you see the top of the model stand, you see that black pattern there, folks, And the sole purpose of that black pattern is not only this pad protects your model, also prevent it from being damaged or scratched when you put your aircraft model on this particular model stand. All right. All right, now you're looking at the plastic bag. What you see in this plastic bag are the gear replacement doors you see there, along with the two little toothpicks here and there that's inside that plastic bag. Please stay tuned as I go into details for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors later on in the model review, okay? Okay, with all that information out of the way about the history of Oman Air and how they came about and still operating strongly, with all the details here at the front of the box, as well as the information at the back of the box, plus the model stand, they actually came with the model, as well as the gear replacement doors that's in that plastic bag. With no further ado, everyone, here is the actual model. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone, the JC Wings Oman Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. All right, please allow me to share some information about this particular livery scheme you see on this particular aircraft, if you would, please. This is the current livery scheme of Oman Air, which was unveiled by the airline's then chief executive officer at the time, the late Ziad Karim Al-Haremi, on February 25th, 2008, at the Shangri-La Barr Jissah Hotel Resort and Spa, which is located in the Sultanate capital city of Muscat, Oman, as this particular livery scheme features a white fuselage that's painted with the colors of gold, which would be right here, here, and there, which represents the timeless traditions and the bountiful natural wealth of Oman, along with its core values of royalty, wealth, excellence, achievement, success, brilliance, purity, and leadership. And the color of silver, which will be this right here, there, and there. That color represents the enduring and vibrant heritage of Oman, as well as the Omani silver artifacts, along with its core values of mobility, purity, peace, serenity, stability, reliability, intelligence, and maturity. And the color of turquoise, which is this whole color there, the whole most of the aircraft you see there. That color actually represents the blue sky and the blue seas, as it also denotes the legendary hospitality and welcoming nature of Oman to travelers since the ancient days of Oman, as well as the renowned seafaring heritage of the Omani people, along with its core values of positivity, sophistication, peace, tranquility, stability, harmony, unity, trust, sky, water, as well as technology. And the airline's logo, which is this logo displayed there, which is displayed on the engine columns as well, there, is considered a contemporary rendition of frankincense smoke, as frankincense has always played a significant role in Oman's history, as burning frankincense is also considered a separable part of Omani life, as well as a great indication of the country's enduring traditions of hospitality. The corporate revised livery scheme of Oman Air was created and designed by the leading edge consultancy agency firm of TBWA/Zina, whose global headquarters is located in Muscat, Oman, while the airline's revised logo was created and designed by Ivan Shizakawa, who was the former creative director of the consultancy firm of TBWA/Zina, as well, who is now the head creative as well as the co-managing director at FCB Sofia, whose global headquarters is located in Bulgaria. All right, so with all that information out of the way about the history of this aircraft, with no further ado, everyone, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side. We're going to start at the front here. We see the nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number SC. You see the Peter tubes and the static ports, the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window. I'm going to let you see this at a different angle, show you a better visual view of it later on. But more importantly, what you see underneath that cockpit window is the Omani flag decal, which is this little decal you see here. And this flag decal actually represents the country where Oman Air currently operates from as the national flag carrier airline for the country of the Sultanate of Oman. All right. And then you see the Boeing 787-9 decal, which sticks next to the Omani flag decal right here. Oman Air became the third Middle Eastern carrier after Etihad Airways, based out of Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Airlines, based out of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, as well as the 22nd operator in the world of aviation that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Oman Air took delivery of its first of 13 Boeing 787-9s that Oman Air had placed orders for as a 787 package deal on November 14, 2011, and received their very first Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, which bared the registration ship number Alpha 40-SC at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the Boeing Aircraft Delivery Center facility in Everett, Washington on February 22, 2017. Then fast forward 2 months later, and that's when Oman Air's first inaugural international flight took place, which was on April 30, 2017. And that's when Oman Air officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Muscat to Paris Charles de Gaulle route, replacing the Airbus A330-300s that was previously utilized on this particular route, as the airline's fleet of Boeing 787-9s are currently based out of the airline's primary hub at Muscat International Airport in Muscat, Oman, as this aircraft is destined to become the major flagship jetliner for the Muscat-based airline, as Oman Air expects to have all 15 of their Boeing 787-9s to be fully operating in their fleet by the end of 2022. All right, we still at the front of the aircraft here on the port side, and you see the Oman Air billboard tie right there in silver. And then you see that Arabic inscripted writing that's displayed above the business class windows there. The Arabic inscripted writing that's actually displayed above the windows literally means Oman Air in the Arabic language, which is actually pronounced as Aktaya Rome Long Menu in Arabic. Aktaya Rome Long Menu in Arabic. Okay? All right, now we're at the center of the aircraft here on the port side still, where you see the side visual view of the landing bogey gears, which include the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear door. But more important, these big massive engines you're looking at here, these are the General Electric Gen X-1B turbofan type engines that are used on this particular Oman Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft. You also see the engine cones right there, more detailed and realistic, and the sawtooth pattern there for these engines. The sole purpose of these sawtooth pattern, it not only improves fuel efficiency, it also help improve noise reduction at the same time. You also see the GE logo right there and the engine lip there. Now we're going to turn this aircraft model around and let you see if the fan blades actually spin. Let's check that out. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the engines. Feature the engine strike slash air deflectors there. And do the engine fan blade spin? Let's find out. Yes, they do. Perfect. And then you see the inboard land light in the triangular pattern there, and see 3 little dots inside there as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears. It includes the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors you see displayed there as well. Alright, now you see the front of the engines here on the starboard slash left side of the aircraft, featuring the air deflector slash engine strikes here there as well. And do the fan blade spin over here? Let's find out. Yes, they do. Perfect. And then you see the inboard landing light you see right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears on this side of the aircraft. Features the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you see the pilot escape hatch door right there. I'll give you a better visual view of that later on as well. You got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the radon nose cone, the nose gear doors, the landing gear lights inside of the nose gear door, the nose gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears. Alright everyone, we're still on the engines here on the port side, and what you're looking at on the engine cowling is the airline's logo, which is this little logo you see right here. And this is the updated revised logo of Oman Air, which is actually considered a contemporary rendition of frankincense smoke, as frankincense has always played a significant role in Oman's history, as burning frankincense is also considered an inseparable part of Omani life, as well as a great indication of the country's enduring traditions of hospitality, as this logo can also be visibly seen on the tail fin of the aircraft as well. I'm going to show you that right now. There it is, which resembles a frankincense smoke, which is in silver and gold there displayed there on the tail fin of the aircraft. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here, where it's mostly painted in turquoise blue, gold, silver, and white. And right in there is the AFT bulk bin door right there. But more important, you see that Dreamliner decal right there. This particular state-of-the-art aircraft was officially given the name the Dreamliner sometime back in July 2003, after a public naming competition was held for the 787, in which this aircraft was originally named, and was officially given the name of this particular aircraft, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft, sometime in January 2005. Alright, we're still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and right by the L4 entrance door, the rear door, is the actual registration ship number, A40-SC. Registration ship number A40-SC. This particular aircraft is the very first Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft that actually entered the Oman Air fleet, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on January 31st, 2017, and was delivered to Oman Air on February 22nd, 2017. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft and looking at the tail fin of the aircraft, and you see the airline's logo, as I mentioned earlier, which resembles that of frankincense smoke right there, as I mentioned that, which has a significant part in Omani's history there, okay? And then you see the strobe light right here, as well as the APU exhaust hole. There is a hole there right there, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone, the Oman Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner from the rear view angle. Awesome. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard / right side, where you see the front nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the parcel registration ship number on that nose gear door, SC, the pitot tubes and the static port, the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the Omani flag decal, the Boeing 787-9 decal there, the Oman Air billboard title, the Arabic inscripted writing, as I mentioned earlier, is actually pronounced as Oman Air in Arabic, which is actually pronounced, as I mentioned earlier, Akthia Rome Long Menu. Okay, and then there's the front cargo container loading door there as well. Now you're looking at the center of the aircraft here on this side of the aircraft. You see the landing gears here, which includes the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear doors. And then the big, massive General Electric, I guess these are right, yeah, General Electric Gen X 1B engines here, including the engine cone, the sawtooth pattern design there. And then there's the airline's logo on the engine column there as well. Alright, now you're looking at the curved wingtip on this side of the aircraft, featuring the green navigation light you see displayed there as well. Alright, I forgot to show you this part here on this side here. You see the curved wingtip on this side of the aircraft there, featuring the red navigation light displayed on this side of the aircraft as well. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the Dreamliner decal, the rear cargo container loading door, the registration ship number, as well as the airline's logos displayed on the turquoise tail fin of the aircraft as well. I'm about to show you that right now. There, painted in gold and silver, which represents frankincense, as I mentioned earlier, the strobe light, and then there's the APU exhaust hole there as well. Okay, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. Let's check them out. Perfect. So far, so good. It tilts, even tilts by itself. How it's tilting by itself, I'm not even holding the model. And then you see the front nose gear you see there. It swivels a little bit, don't swivel much, but it swivels enough, all right? So with that said, allow me to show you this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at this aircraft from the aerial bird's eye view. We're gonna start at the front of the aircraft with the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the pilot escape hatch door, the Arabic inscripted right, which means Oman Air in Arabic. You see the emergency escape hatch door number 1. See the anti-collision beacon light. Then you see the high frequency antenna. You see the ADF antennas in 3D. Another emergency escape hatch door. A couple more high frequency antennas. And then there's the vertical stabilizer as well as the horizontal stabilizers, which features the little dots over here and over there as well. And these little dots are actually called illuminator lights. And the sole purpose of these illuminator lights is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings and the engines. You see the engines there, as well as the engines. And then there's the wings above right there with the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the aerial bird's eye view, this wingtip curved wingtip device on this side of the aircraft. Now let's check out this side here. See the engines there, as well as the wings above. It includes flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the curved wingtip device on this side of the aircraft as well. All right, now you're looking at this aircraft from the undercarriage belly view, where the front part of it is mostly white. See the radome nose cone, the crew escape hatch door, the front nose gear door, and then the front nose gear, and then everything else is mostly turquoise blue, silver, and gold. And you slide up this way here, the anti-collision beacon light, the hole where the stand goes in at, another high frequency antenna. Then you slide up this way. APU housing door right there. The horizontal stabilizer is underneath. Okay, and then we go check out the gears on this side here. Okay, tilt. Okay, perfect. You see the engine right there, as well as the wings underneath. It features the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the edge of this curved right wingtip on this side of the aircraft. You see the gears over here. Perfect, perfect. And then you see the engines there, as well as the wings underneath over here as well. That includes the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the curved wingtip on this side of the aircraft as well. All right. Since I'll show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put on that nice little metal model stand you see over there that I showed you earlier that actually came with the model. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. All right, finally got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitation, as you see it being displayed in a takeoff landing position. In flight and land position being displayed from the port side of the aircraft. All right, now you're looking at this model on the stand being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the front view angle. Now you're seeing this model being displayed on the stand and displayed in takeoff landing position, being viewed from the starboard side of the aircraft. And finally, you're seeing this model being displayed on the stand in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the tail cam angle. Okay, before I take this model to stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the reason is that the magnetic gears actually came with the model. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them off for you, let you see what I'm talking about. Let's start the front nose gear first here, right? See there, that's magnetic there. The landing bogey gears here on this side of the aircraft there, that magnetic, as well as the gears on the starboard side, they magnetic as well there. So with that said, I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle in flight mode position without the gears in the gear up position. Let's check it out. All right, now you're seeing this model fine being displayed on the stand in flight mode position and gear up position, flight mode position. Now you got one or two options how you want to display your model from this point on. If you want to keep it like this in flight mode position and the gear up without the gears on it, that's fine. You see these gear replacement doors I showed you earlier. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, is to substitute your gears while you display your model like this in flight mode position. Or you can do what I suggest to do because it adds more value to the model. Keep it in the gear down position. I choose to keep mine gear down, okay? But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review, all right? All right, let's talk about the seating configuration on this aircraft. Oman Air has two seating configured cabin layout versions that they actually use on their Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft. However, on this particular Oman Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, it seats 288 passengers in a two-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 10 to 15, which will be from here to about right here. You have 30 business class lie flat bed seats, and rows 20 to 49, which will be about from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 258 economy class seats, which brings a total of 288 seats. And finally, and in addition to Paris Charles de Gaulle as the official inaugural international flight destination for this particular aircraft, Oman Air currently utilizes this aircraft, or had previously utilized this aircraft, the Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, on routes from its primary hub at Muscat International Airport in Muscat, Oman, to worldwide destinations such as Bangkok to Suvarnabhumi, London Heathrow, Frankfurt, Germany, Manchester, England, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Istanbul, Turkey, Mumbai, India, Jakarta, Indonesia, and Salalah, Oman. All right, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it. I believe Jet Collectors still have this model, along with some other retailers as well as eBay. Those are your probably outside channels getting this model as we speak. So with that said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.